Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are back with a hair and makeup tutorial. A little get ready with me. I'm going to be showing you guys how I got to this bomb hair and makeup look. So if you want to see how I got it, then just make sure to keep on watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we be creating looks over here, okay? So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification bell that we get notified anytime that I make a new upload. As always, I'm gonna be doing my hair first and then we'll do makeup after. Shout out to Klaiyi Hair Company for sponsoring today's video. They sent over this super bomb curly wig and I am living for this hair. Like, this curl pattern is everything. It is so cute. I have like a little drawer of wigs at home that are like my absolute favorite wigs that I like to use on days where I'm not on camera but I still want to wear a wig, and you know, I know for a fact that if I put this wig on it's gonna give like everything that I need it to. This is one of those wigs that is going in this drawer. The lace melted into the skin so well. The curl pattern is stunning. I love how close it is to my natural curl pattern, like when I had like my afro out and everything. It's such a vibe. Like, it's such a vibe and so perfect for the summertime. I literally have nothing bad to say about this wig. It's just perfection. I love it. From the curl pattern to the lace to the hair density, like everything about this unit was just flawless. As always, I'm going to leave the information for this hair down below in the description box, so just make sure to check there for the link to this exact wig that I'm wearing. I went ahead and installed it using the lace adhesive that I typically use from Ebin. It's a spray-on lace adhesive and I believe it's the Supreme Hold one. I used to use the Ebin active lace adhesive, but I recently switched to this one and it's just as amazing. I feel like it holds just a little bit better than the active one, but both of them are really great. Like, they're both like super good lace adhesives. For the edges, I kept everything super simple, nothing too crazy, just a few swoops here and there. I don't know, I've been going for more of like a softer edge these days. Like, soft edges has kind of like been the vibe for me. So after I did the edges, I went ahead and trimmed this wig as well. This is definitely a tighter curl, so it's going to be super voluminous, and to really make those curls pop, a good trim is definitely necessary. We want this hair to lay properly and not be like super flat or like awkwardly flat in some areas. So I trimmed the ends and I also added some extra layering in the front. I didn't add a ton of product to this hair either. I only added some wrapping foam from Iso Plus. But once I was done adding my product, I went back in with my scissors and just touched up my layers. But that's pretty much it for styling. I kept it really simple. This hair doesn't need a whole lot, like just a really good curl defining cream or some sort of curl defining product is pretty much all you really need. And of course you want to make sure to wet the hair beforehand. But other than that, this hair really doesn't need much and I love it. It's so perfect. I didn't show it on camera, but I also ended up doing a middle part. It was kind of like a last, minute thing that I decided to do after I was done with my makeup, but I did end up, going in with my hot comb and creating a middle part. But that's pretty much it for the hair. It's super easy. I cannot wait to wear this wig again. It's such a vibe. I love this tighter curl pattern. It just reminds me of like my natural curly hair, but this wig is definitely going to be like a summer staple for me. It was so easy to work with. You don't need a whole lot of products to get it to look cute, and the curl pattern is everything. everything. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave all of the information for this hair down below in the description box like I mentioned earlier. So if you have any questions, just make sure to check there. Thank you again to Klaiyi Hair Company for sending over this unit and sponsoring this video. We appreciate ya. We appreciate the love. So now that we're all done with the hair, let's go ahead and move on to this makeup look. So before I get into like foundation and everything like that, I definitely want to go in with some skincare. So I'm going to be using the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum first. I'm so in love with this stuff and I love using it like before I do my makeup. So I'm going to apply that first. I'm then going to go in with some eye cream. This one's also from Peach and Lily. It's their retinoic eye cream. I'm going to use a little bit of that on the under eyes and just make sure to tap it in. Sometimes I'd be like rubbing my under eyes like when I'm applying eye cream, but you're really supposed to like tap it in. So just make sure to do that instead of like rubbing it in. And then for moisturizer, I'm using e.l.f.'s Holy Hydration Moisturizer. This is the one with SPF. Love this stuff as well. It's very hydrating. I enjoy the consistency of this moisturizer too. It feels like very like thick and luxurious, and we love that for our skin. So we are all set to apply primer now. I'm using Urban Decay's All Nighter Primer. Imagine like the All Nighter setting spray, but in a primer. Basically is kind of like what it's giving. I like the fact that it's a gel formula as well too, so it just blends like really well into the skin. It doesn't like mess with my my skincare products. This one seems to like work really well with everything. But yeah, definitely a really good primer, especially if you're looking for one that's gonna like hold on to your makeup for a while. Been loving this one from Urban Decay. And then for foundation, I've been loving Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Foundation. I'm using shade 15N, but the shade is a little bit too light for me. I need to go to Sephora and pick up a deeper shade because like I got my tan going on now. Like it's getting hot outside and the sun is just shining and doing its thing. So I've been mixing it with other foundations to deepen it up a little bit more. So I'm mixing that with Huda Beauty's Faux Filter Foundation. For concealer, I'm using one from Makeup Forever. This is like one of my favorite concealers of all time. It's their Matte Velvet Skin Concealer, and I'm using shade 4.1. I've been trying to kind of like calm down when it comes to concealer because I feel like it's like the one point in like my makeup routine where I'm just like, girl, that's enough. Like you don't need to use as much. So I've been like trying to do my best to just focus it on the inner portion of the under eyes because that's pretty much where I prefer most of the coverage anyway, and I just blend from there basically. So I also like to use a brush and a sponge to blend out my concealer. Since I use the sponge for my foundation, I kind of use that side to help blend all of the edges and make sure everything is, you know, nice and smooth and transitioning well and all that other stuff. And then I'm gonna go in with my cream contour. I'm using Huda Beauty's Tantour Bronzing and Contouring Cream in shade Medium. I'm just gonna add that to the forehead, cheekbones, a little on the nose, nothing crazy. For bronzing and blush, these days I like to use like a cream or like a liquid form of it first before I go in with like my powdered bronzer and blush because I feel like it just helps, you know, make those things last a little bit longer. But yeah, liquid blush is from Rare Beauty. It's their Soft Pinch blush and it's like that hot pink shade. I'm then gonna set everything with powder. This Dermablend powder is a vibe, guys. If you haven't tried it, definitely check it out if you're in the markets for a new setting powder. I feel like it's somewhat slept on as well, but it just smooths out the skin really well. It's definitely like a translucent powder, so it's not going to change the color of your foundation or your concealer or whatever, what have you, which is one of the main reasons why I love it so much. But it also just makes the skin look absolutely flawless. So definitely check this one out if you're in the markets for a new setting powder. This one from Dermablend is really amazing and I've been using it for years. The bronzer that I'm using today is from Colored Raine. I haven't used this one in a minute, I don't think, but this one's in shade Cinnabe. I love the Colored Raine bronzers. They're so good. The shade Cinnabe is like my favorites of the bunch. It has like this perfect like amount of warmth to it, but it's not like orange or too red. It's perfect. So using that for bronzer, I'm gonna use a little bit of powder foundation today as well from Fenty. I'm using two shades. I'm using 370 to set like the rest of my face, kind of like the foundation. It's gonna help make sure that the bronzer also transitions well into like the areas that are highlighted with concealer. I'm also using a little bit of powder foundation on the under eyes, which is kind of like a newer thing that I've been doing. I used to do this before, but I kind of stopped and now I'm like back into it. I'm just using shade 235. That shade I'm going to only use on the under eyes to help brighten that area. I'm going to do a little bit of baking using Huda Beauty's Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder. Typically, I would bring my bake outward onto the under eyes to brighten that area as well, but since we already have that powder foundation there, I'm going to keep this bake on just on the sides of the nose and the bridge of the nose. I've definitely been going for more of like a snatched brow these days, so I'm going to be using the KVD Beauty brow pomade in shade medium brown to fill them in, and then for brow gel I'm using one from Huda Beauty. This is like a microfiber brow gel and it's also in shade medium brown. This eye look is super easy, but I love the fact that it's really vibrant and just kind of super fun and perfect for the summertime. So I went ahead and did one eye off camera, so I'm going to go ahead and start the other one off using a base. I'm actually using a cream blush for this. This one's from Raine. I'm not entirely sure what the shade name is, but I'll make sure to put it down below in the description box. We want this eye look to be super vibrant and pigmented, so having that base underneath is going to make sure that eyeshadow pops. So I'm going to set that cream blush with a little bit of powder, and then I'm going to add my eyeshadow. I'm only using one. This is a hot pink shadow from the Carnival 3 palette, I think it is, from Be Perfect Cosmetics and Stacey Marie. And just adding that right on the lid with a fluffy brush and blending it to the crease and outer corner. And I'm going to also add it to the lower lash line. I also added a little liner to this look, but instead of using like a liquid liner or a pencil or something like that, I pretty much just used this black eyeshadow from the same palette. This is a really good way to do liner if you're new to makeup. When you use an eyeshadow for your liner, it's way much more forgiving and so much easier, and you have a lot more control over what you're doing. So I'm doing a wing on the outer corner, and I'm going to add a little baby wing on the inner corner. And then for the waterline, you guys already know, I'm using Be Perfect. I'm laughing because I use this eyeliner like in every single tutorial. It's crazy. But yeah, I love this eyeliner for the waterline. It's just perfect if you're into like a beige or like an off-white. It's their Power Pencil in shade beige, and yeah, I'm just going to add that there. And I think that's pretty much it. This eye look is like super easy. I'm going to add some mascara. I use Pat McGrath's Dark Star mascara, and then for my lashes I'm going to add that later. So now I'm going to move into highlights. You guys already know I don't really do much of anything with highlight anymore. I just kind of keep it super simple, you know, just a little highlight on the nose. Don't forget that you can use eyeshadow for your eye highlight. That's pretty much what I did today. I didn't feel like going to grab an actual highlighter because I didn't have one close by, so I was like, I'm just gonna use this little eyeshadow from this palette. But I feel like it still turned out super cute. It had a little pink tint to it, so it goes really well with the eyes. And then for blush, you guys already know I love a good peachy blush. It's just like my favorites. Oof, it just makes me so happy on the inside. I'm using a BH Cosmetics Bellini blush palette. Love this palette so much. If you haven't tried it, you should. It's such a good blush palette. I literally use it in every single tutorial because it's that amazing. It just comes with like a ton of cute peachy blushes, and it's adorable. It's such a good palette. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this lip combo because you guys know I love a good nude lip. Yes, it's one of my favorites things to do, and I'm never gonna let it go. I'm sorry. I just love like a good nude lip. So I'm gonna line first. I don't know what liners I used, but I'm pretty sure they're ones that I use all the time. I'll make sure to put them in the description box. But for my lip colors, I used a mixture of Kaleidos Makeup's lip Cloud Lab Lip Clay in shade Adobe, and this new matte lip paint from About Face Cosmetics. I'm only using a little bit of that one because it's very, very light. Very light, so just a little bit of that on the center is like perfect. I definitely wanted to go with a gloss today. I felt like a gloss would be like a cute little finishing touch, so I'm using an OG. I haven't used this lip gloss in so long, but it's so cute. It's from MAC Cosmetics. It's their lip gloss in shade Oyster Girl. Like, this lip gloss used to be like the thing back in the day, and it's just crazy because it still hits. It's such a cute little gloss. Love this. And of course, you don't want to forget your setting spray. I've been loving this one from Benefits. It's their Professional Super Setter setting spray. And that completes this look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's hair and makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment down below, let me know what you think of the look, give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, sending lots of love to you guys, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.